Hello everyone. So there's a flower and there's the painting again. I want to zoom in on some things. I will do that. I will do that now. So here's the dragon's egg, the amaranth, the tail of the dragon. Here is the hands of the dragon and the power of the dragon. The inner power that comes out of the hands. Something you can try to experience yourself by just focusing on the center of your hands and feel the energy there. Don't create it, just feel it. It looks a little bit like a water dragon, doesn't it? I really like this too because actually we exist out of so much water, and I told you before in the Purple Phoenix painting when I was explaining things about the water, that like water is in the air, and for me a water dragon is actually a spirit dragon, like a dragon that exists in the spirit world. Of course this dragon can swim and go underwater and go from underwater up in the sky. It doesn't need any car or bike, or it just can fly. It's very easy. Hey, yo! This painting has a glass, you can see it. This is like the beautiful frame my brother made. I'm painting them. They are made of wood. And this one has stars and a purple inside. Here's the ginkgo leaf from the ginkgo tree. In autumn they turn yellow. It's so beautiful. Here are the fertilizer flowers. I don't really know the name, but they are blue and purple. This is a cucumber flower, like you can eat the blue ones. And there's a purple one. This is the well. You can actually go and see this well in Belgium, in one of the forests near Mondonclus in French. You can ask me if you want to walk. You want to find the walk of the tour where you can find this little tiny well, wishing well. Another flower, and here is the dragon's egg. Don't you think it's joyful? For me it feels very joyful and inspiring, and a very creative egg. Full of magic. This is the dragon stand, like where the egg is on. This is painted with real gold. So some of the gold you will see in my paintings, they have real gold. So I mix the oil with gold and then put them on the painting. So I really like to use very pure materials. So I'm using walnut oil with pigment. So I'm making my own paint. Here you have the river. Yeah, I really painted this 1 year ago. Like winter season is connected to water element, and I feel really connected to water. Like I really like to connect a lot with water this time of the year. Here is a forest. This is also inspired on a tour I did with my boyfriend, Maureen. We went to the forests and it started snowing suddenly, because in Belgium we don't have snow so much anymore. And it was so magical. Like suddenly we were in the Ardennes, like the forests of Belgium, and without expecting it, it started snowing, so everything turned white, and we were all alone at that place where there was a waterfall and a river, the willow tree. We have a few here in the garden, so I don't know, it was always in my life, this tree. You can see it a lot in Belgium. And then here you have the purple clouds, mystical cloud with the very wintry sun. I don't know why this painting has actually kind of a cold wintry scenery, more like a yin nature. Yin nature. It opens my heart when I do this. It's amazing, like the flow. So I want to tell you something about the dragons and the dragon egg. I started writing a story about it, but I think it will come more in like segments. Like I will use my paintings to explain you the story, because for me it's all about my artwork and also how I made them, how I designed them, and how I come to the imagery, because you can see it's quite symbological. I don't know if you can say that. There's a lot of symbology and mythology. As most of you know, or a lot of you know, I'm quite inspired by the spirit world, and also connected to several practices. I want to show you an example. Like this is another painting I'm making. It's also, I will put it on it just for a second. It's also one of the sequence of the dragons, the story of the dragon's egg. So here you have another dragon. It's kind of hidden in the flowers. This is the flower of the rainbow goddess, the iris. I'm really amazed by these flowers. There's a rainbow, the rainbow bridge. There's a rainbow clouds, and 3 gooses flying high in the sky. This is more spring summer scenery. I started it in spring this year, and this one will almost be finished, so it's also nice. I just want to show you, because my paintings have are more like storytelling. They are not abstract. They have spirits, and it's a story. The dragon's egg is a symbol of the birth of new creation. The dragon protects its egg. It's like you would give birth to a child and you protect your child for who it is. This is the difference. Like in my story, my ideal story, every egg, every single birth child gets the protection from the parents to be able to grow to its full essence of who that child or the dragon is to be, not like expectations of what we want it to be, or how we think the children should be, or how the children should grow up, but more a free spirit who can give the child what it needs to show and to grow in their talents, and to be able to make the choices that are good for them, not for us, but for them. Because this is something that has hurt me a lot in the past. Now I don't think about it so much. It's just that there are so many children with such beautiful abilities and such beautiful talents who at some point kind of don't even know about it anymore, because there is no space for it to come to completion. But it's okay, it's just we are growing and learning, and yeah, it's all part of the process. But yeah, in this story you will see many dragons, different kinds of dragons, and each dragon has its own essence, its own potential, and its own purpose. Like if I paint an emerald dragon, I'm painting an emerald dragon. This dragon in particularly has a goal and a purpose of being here. And only this dragon, this emerald dragon, has this purpose. Of course, all the dragons in itself have the same kind of essence, but they each are different aspects. This one in particular, this is the painting I'm showing you now, I'm explaining you now. It's called The Well of Abundance, and it is about the dragon that connects the heaven and the earth, that makes you aware of the fact that you should connect to the earth to be able to open yourself for the flow of abundance that comes from the heaven. If you can connect to the earth and you ground yourself, but really ground yourself, and you are open in this moment and aware of every single second you're breathing, you are aware of your situation, of your feelings. This is the most important, the awareness of your feelings, how you are creating your own life, like your own manifestations. If you hate where you are and you want to change, you will first of all need to accept where you are and love where you are and love the people around you, and otherwise you will just have to, or you will encounter the same problems everywhere. So you need to be ready to prepare to travel. And yeah, so it's actually kind of a message, a gate, a preparation for you to go traveling. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.